Hello, beautiful family. Once again, you are welcome to this wonderful evening on the platform called Empowerment Talks with Comfort. Auntie Lynn, it's been a long time since I last called this platform as Empowerment Talks. I don't know how many people remember. Let's go back to the name because I'm taking it further. So, welcome once again, guys, and thank you for joining. And as you can see, today we are joined by a Wonder Woman, powerful lady joining in all the way from Kenya. It is midnight in Kenya, but she's sitting here and smiling just because of the joy in her heart. She's just so happy that she's got the opportunity to get her dream fulfilled. And so I don't want to let the cat out of the bag because she is going to tell us everything what she brings to us tonight. So guys, join me. Welcome our own sister, Brenda Matete. Sister, you are welcome.
Comfort. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy and I feel so honored to be in the show today. My name's Brenda Matete. I'm a nurse by profession. I'm a midwife. I'm a trainer. And my trainings, I basically do them. It's community-based trainings. I train the communities on, disease prevention, mothers on, issues pertaining to health, basically. So I'm so happy and privileged to be here. So as you've heard, my name's Brenda Matete. I'm married to one husband. I have
That's important.
I have 3 children. I have a daughter. I have a son. I have another adopted son, and I have one grandchild, a granddaughter.
All right.
So
Thank you.
I'm a happy grandma.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks
Um,
for letting us know. Yeah,
yes.
so we want to give you time, Brenda. Hold on. I know I'm just trying. I'm just maybe out of excitement, but I'll let you speak. We just want to give you a bit more time to tell us a bit more about yourselves, because guys, a bit of about Brenda, why she is here. You've already heard she's just a woman putting on so many hats. She's a nurse. She's a midwife. She trains people. She empowers the community, and this is empowerment platform. And Brenda has children at heart, and of course she's extending it now to families because of the blessing we have from Onpassive. So Brenda, tell us a bit about yourself, like your life. What have you been doing in life? What have you done all the way apart from the nursing and stuff? What other things have you done? How was growing up like, and so on? Just share a bit with us, please.
Well, if I can talk about my growth, I'm a seventh born in a family of 10 children. And my father was working with one of the companies in Kenya by then. And then we lived in a place called Machakos. But with the time, because I have an uncle, my father, they are born too. So the farm they had, their dad, that's my grandfather who left for them, him and his brother was that big. So my father later bought another farm at the coast, left this one with his brother.
Brenda, I would like to. Okay, let's make it another way. So I understand it was a big family and all of those. So how was growing up like? Was life very easy? Was it difficult? Did you involve in some helping people?
Growing up was not easy with those number of children, and considering my parents were not that well off. I remember we used to going to school. I put on a pair of shoes on my feet. I put on shoes when I was going to secondary school. Otherwise, the entire primary schools, I was on barefoot. And we could wake up very early, just to reach school in time. Sometimes there was enough in the house. Sometimes there was no enough. And when there was no enough food in the house, like, what a mother can just do to the children, she knows there is nothing to give the children and the children are asking. What she would do, she would put a pot on fire, fill it with water, and she gives us stories telling us that the food is almost ready until we fall off asleep.
Oh
Then we
my God.
wake up in the morning, she would have done a few things here and there, then we go to school. So growing up wasn't that easy.
All
And
right.
my ambition then was, I was trying to think as I grew up what I could do so that at least I could uplift my family from, the situation it was in.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to a secondary school. I lived with my sister. And as I was in school, we had a neighbor. I still remember her name was Frida.
Mm-hmm.
And Frida could pass across the house with this white nurse's uniform, and she looked so smart. And I could always wish I would be like her. So time went on like that. I finished school. I finished my secondary school. Then I was employed as an untrained teacher for a year. That helped me at least to do a few things here and there. I helped my parents here and there and my siblings. And then while I was there, while I was contemplating on how I would, get my dream as a nurse, there is this man who came to my sister's house and asked my sister, what is she doing of, it's not very good to keep young girls in the house like this. There is a lot going around. So why don't you, there is this advert that is just out that people are looking for nurses, for student nurses. And when I heard, I was in the kitchen, I popped up quickly and came and, intervened in the discussion and told my sister, I have to do this. This has been my dream and I have to do it. So
All
I
right.
was taken, I got my admission in the nursing school. And that's how I did my nursing. I passed quite well. And since then, I've really had my passion to help people. I didn't take nursing, the nursing did as a job. I
Mm-hmm.
took it as a calling, because these are people you are going to meet out there who are not well, they're incapacitated, and they are looking up to you. So that one really gave me the heart to help, the heart to help other people. And I used to love working when I was working in the wards, I used to love being allocated to work, especially where those who are bedridden, who could not move, so that at least I have time with them. We could sit, talk, in the place I was, it wasn't my ethnic group place. So out of these, confined patients, I could learn the language so fast. And then
Okay.
it made it easy for me.
Yes. All right, guys. So I don't know if you are listening to Brenda, there are times we need to listen to these stories. It's not for nothing. We ask someone to sit here and tell us how they grew up. Did you get the part where mom would put water on the fire because there's no food? He just put kind of pretend cooking, right? You're sitting and listening to the stories until you get tired and fall asleep because mom didn't have food and did not have any explanation for this. And so he feeds them with water boiling on the fire and stories until they get fed, they get filled up with that and fall asleep. And then I'm learning too from Brenda that if you have a passion, go for it, follow your dreams, and you will make it. That's why she's speaking today as an retired nurse after dreaming about it as a child or during her childhood days. So we always learn this so that we know where she's coming from. Brenda, in our conversation, you told me, like you just mentioned earlier on, that you have a passion, especially for children. You love children. Right now, you live with a disadvantaged child and so on. So tell us more about that. Your heart is around children and all of those things. Tell us more what you have in mind.
From the communities I've worked with, I've seen children who are disadvantaged. Some are okay, they have parents, but probably they don't really have enough, or they don't have what they need. And most of them, I love pets. And so most of the times you find that I have my cat with me there. And the children will always want to, like, I was working in a hospital and I was living in the hospital quarters. So there was no other, the only place could interest the children is the things that are there. I used to keep, so when they see, my cat used to follow me even up to wherever I was going to work. So the children could come to me. And I have developed that love for children because as a child, when I grew up, I didn't get that much, that much. Apart from the love I had from my parents, I didn't get that much love from outside the family circle. So I thought, if there is a child out there who needs somebody, why can't I be there for that child? So on this child, on Richard is the boy I'm staying with. Initially, before Richard, my sister, my elder sister, I went to visit her, and I saw a lot of children come to her house because she's a teacher. Some were from her school, and like that. And if you could see even the way they are dressed, they are not dressed well. So every time I would go to visit her, sometimes I would go to buy what I can afford, like even second-hand clothes, and go with them, then call the children together, make some food, eat together, and then distribute the clothes to them. And that way, I got this idea of wanting to open a children's home. But I didn't have the capacity financially. So I wrote, because the hospital I was working for was Swedish funded. I tried writing a proposal and sending it to my bosses, but it didn't seem to work out. Then one time, now how I got the boy I'm staying with, one time I was in the hospital and I was covering over the weekend. And my kitchen window was directly, you could see direct to the gate of the hospital. So as I was just standing on my kitchen window, I see some old men carrying a baby and running. Then I thought, this must be a very sick baby. It must be an emergency. Let me run out and attend to it. So I ran out, went, opened the office, tried, asked them what is the problem. They told me, this child, we have picked him somewhere, in the bushes around here, and would like you to check whether he's sick or not, he's well or not. So we took the baby. I called Purity, was the girl who was working in the lab. As we were doing some tests in the lab, when we came out, apparently everybody had disappeared. There was one old man who was left there. Then because he knew me, he told me, Brenda, you know very well, me, I cannot take care of this child. I lost my wife just the other day, so I think you are the one who is best in this. So good luck with the child. And
Oh, so
that's
it's
how.
actually, so you had Richard all from when he was a baby. Is
Yeah,
Richard?
wasn't a baby as he was a baby as because he hadn't started crawling. He was
So
that young.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So now I wondered, what do I do with the baby? Then I called the security person. Then we took this baby. We went on top of a pickup. There's this tall guy who was holding the baby on the pickup and going around the market. Whoever could know the child, nobody seemed to know the child. So I had to go back with my child to my house. Then the guy told me, no, this one we have to report to the police. So we went to the police station in the night. It was around 7 in the evening. And at the station, we were told, it's too late. Go and come tomorrow. So I went back with my baby, slept with him. Then in the morning, spent a night with him. Then the morning, we went again there. Then I was told to go to the children's office. I go to the children's office. I'm told we have no place for such small young children. Just stay with the child for 3 months, see if
Oh,
anybody come and claim. And it has been like that since May 2012 until today.
oh my God. Well, it's a blessing, isn't it? I know that there must have been challenges, but you still count it blessings, right? That you're able to give him a life. Yeah.
It is
So
blessing because he makes my day at the end of it all.
yeah, I know. So, guys, I know these are rare stories that sometimes we don't really, they don't come
Oh,
by really quick. So, tell us
oh,
what
no.
you think. Yeah,
When
sorry.
I was in Meru, I met somebody by the name Francis Wambua. Francis Wambua is a founder also with us. Him and another, now the one who sponsors I can say my upline in Onpassive. And we were talking, and they told me, you better thank God that you have met us today. I asked them, why? What is that you have for me that I should thank God for? Then they told me the story about this man called Mr. Mufareh. I don't know what, a lot of stories. Then I told them, this is something new for me. Let me go think about it. Then I went, I thought about it. Then I asked myself, could this be an opportunity? Because after I wrote the proposals and nothing worked, I just told God, if it is your will, this comes to happen, I've handed over to you. Me, I've tried my best. Then I thought this could be an opportunity. And I said, there is nothing that comes without taking risk. It's only $97. Let me risk. So I joined. When I joined, now I started hearing about what is happening. Then I said, yes, this is it. I'm at the right.
You're at
God
the
has
right place at the
actually,
right time. Yes.
God has
So,
actually answered my prayer, you know.
yeah, so Brenda, before I go, you told me to, apart from Richard, there are other children that you and your sister are helping because they are struggling, just like Richard did, and you are giving them help. And just like you are saying, on when you learned about Onpassive, you learned and understood everything, and you are like, yes, this is it. It has happened. So, what are your
Yes.
plans now? Because there are countless number of children like Richard, not only in Kenya, not only in your neighborhood, but all over the world. So what are you planning? How do you think Onpassive is going to make your dream come true?
Onpassive is going to make my dream come true because when the apples start falling, I believe that despite me having needs as a person, my priority is these children. There are 3 children. There are 2 boys and a girl that my sister stays with, but we help each other in educating them. 2 are orphans, and one, the parents are not able to take care of him. So my sister just took him, and we agreed that we bring them up together. So with Onpassive, my dream to do a home, I still have it. It's still valid because that way we'll be able to, even in the communities, and not only in my community or in Kenya alone, we have the Mission for Africa platform. So through that, we can be able to reach so many people. My plan now is, one, I would like to see these children going through their education. I would like to, once Onpassive, once whatever we are expecting starts, then I'll try and see how I can even help others. And then also, I would like also within the home, if possible, to try and see there are girls who are school dropouts because they got pregnant while in school. Some have been abandoned by their parents, to see if we can have like an empowerment center for them to train them on, skill development. Because I'm sure everybody has their own talents here and there. So actually, that is what is my plan. And I believe it is coming to pass.
And I know I want to bring this here, if you can bear with me. We one of the things, because why we discuss these things, you tell all of these stories, tell what people are going through. Many people are watching us, and somebody
Yes,
would definitely, somebody's heart will go to some particular thing or some particular person, because we have grown up as a team and a family on Passive, and that's how we are going to continue. So
yes.
you are planning to build this home. Like, when you say you're building a home, is it like a residential place for these children, or is it just a empowerment center where they come learn stuff and go away? And what are some of the the difficulties or the particular things that you think they can do that will help them? Just elaborate a bit more, because people get from this, people will know that, if I'm ready, I will help this person like this because of that.
Basically, what I was thinking of is having like a residential place for the children where I will stay with them myself. I won't keep them there. It's like I build a place, a home, and then I have a place for the children. And then also we would have us on the side, we could have a small a space where we could have these girls come in, do their trainings, develop their skills. The only challenge is that the piece of land to do this, it's already there. I already bought it. I have it. So the only thing that now to develop the place, because if I'm going to keep those children there, then I'll need to make sure that the premise is conducive for them. Challenges don't miss. Challenges don't miss here and there. And the constructions and things like that. I believe when that time comes, since we are all in this platform, I don't expect that once Onpassive is on and we've started earning what we're earning, then we'll disperse. These platforms will still be there. So we'll be in a position to say, I have done this up to this. These are my challenges and things like that.
That is just perfect, and I really appreciate you. Thank you. The vision is clear, and don't you don't know how many people are watching you. It's just to keep it up, keep your dream, follow it, and when you are ready, come back here and tell us that this is what you are doing. This entire family here, at least everybody will drop at least $1 to push you further than where you see that you want to be right now, because everybody's, when you listen to this, it touches your heart, you take it personal, because we want to change lives. So I know that you are doing these things, you just want to stop children today from experiencing what you experienced when you were a child. You want them to have love, you want them to have shoes, you want them to have shelter, and so on. However, what Mr. Ash Mufareh promises us is plenty. He is going to provide for us a bit more than enough. So, what are some of the things that you had dreamed to do that you think you will get it done now for your own self? Because you did not have that much. There are things that you would have loved to do. So, what are some of those things that you like to do now that you have everything in front of you?
For myself, I would like to live in a lovely home. I would love to. I don't even know what to say, because right now, according to everybody wants good things. I would love good things. But considering age also, there are other people who need more than I do. I think I've done a lot for myself. And the little is just the
Yeah,
little is just to make me live comfortably, live happy. If I feel
yeah,
like going for a holiday, I go, something like that. But
yeah, of course. So
many things, yeah.
yeah, go ahead. Sorry that I'm interrupting. I just want to, guys, I don't know what you think, because this is typical of Africa. Once you're from 40 years upwards, the only thing you call yourself is age, but you are not an aged woman. You are beautiful. You look just like me, and I look just like Auntie Lynn, and she looks just like Gladys. We are young, we're beautiful girls, right? You've still got a future in front of you. You are well, you are healthy, you can go miles. So whatever the dream is, just wander into your dream, because you have it here, and so you don't want to let something limit you like age, because the age is not yet here, right? So
That
whatever
is
you have at heart,
that's right. That's
yes.
right. That's right. So what I would like to do myself is, after I am through, I settle the children down. Then mine is now to explore the world. Visit areas I've always dreamt of, countries dreamt of visiting that I haven't done. Things like that. And then be happy. Go for a cruise once in a while.
You are now speaking, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah,
It's good to have some lifestyle that I didn't manage to have then.
exactly. Exactly.
So basically, I guess that is all what I think I need for myself.
Yeah, of course, of course. That's enough, though. There's everything that you have. Everything is going to be at your disposal. So there's no guilty conscience. You can enjoy yourself and still help people. So that is important. So everybody is appreciating you for all you've done this evening and all of those. So before I let you go, you came all the way from home, and guys, this is midnight in Kenya, and our sister is sitting here just happily talking to us. So do you have a word of greetings or encouragement or anything to the Kenyan and Tanzanian the community that speaks Swahili? You can do that. Greet them, say anything you want to say in your language to your people.
What I would like to tell people, probably people from Kenya, from those who are Swahili speakers.
Yeah, you can say it in Swahili. I don't mind.
Ni wajibu wetu kushughulikia wale wenye hawajiwezi. Kuna watu wengi sana kule nje, kuna wamama, kuna watoto, kuna wazee wenye hawajiwezi. They are struggling in life. Mtu anajaribu hata vile ataweka kitu kidogo sahani ya chakula kwa meza kwa watoto wake, lakini hana. Kwa hivyo kama Mungu ametupatia hii nafasi, na kama vile CEO wetu Mufareh ametuahidi, if this will come to pass, kama haya tukianza kupata mapato vyenye tutapata, tukumbuke wenye wako pale, tusikue wachoyo, tuwe na roho ya utu, ili tuweze kusaidiana kwa kusaidia familia tofauti.
All right. Karibu. Thank you. That's my first language. You're right, Auntie Lynn. Kiswahili is such a beautiful language. I will learn some phrases over time. Yeah, I love languages too, and I think I was not planning, but I still feel like I still owe myself Swahili before I finally let go of languages. I just love languages, and Swahili is one of them on my bucket list. With Sister Gladys and the rest of the team, I think I can do it, guys. So
the other thing is, once everything is up and going, I would really love to invite you Sister Comfort, Auntie Lynn, Gladys, back home. Then we can go to Masai Mara for game drives and things like that.
Did somebody hear that? I'm just excited. Of course, that's why we're a free people. We have all the time and all the molars and the dollars and the apples. Yes. Why not? We're just happy, and I'm really excited for that moment to come. I always tell, I don't mind about myself, but I always tell Auntie Lynn she should prepare her feet to walk. She should prepare a body to wear the type of clothes we wear in Africa, and prepare a mouth to eat the food that we eat. I don't care. If she's going to do it, I don't care how. Yeah, sure. So guys, do you ladies, do you accept the invitation? Let me hear. Auntie Lynn, do you accept this invitation? There's an open invitation in front of the well. Sister Brenda is inviting us home when we're ready, so that we go do crazy stuff, explore Kenya, come back and tell the story. What an excitement. So before you go though, Sister Gladys was saying that you should tell your people in your language that the red button that is at the back office, which says cancel or delete, is a no-go area. Don't touch it. Don't play with it. Because if you click on it and you delete, they send you that number, you confirm that you are deleting, and they delete your account, you will never be a founder anymore. So Gladys wants you to tell your people that that button, you don't play with it. You don't touch it. You don't say, let me just see it, because it can put you in trouble. Do you want to say that to your people in Swahili? Gladys is here, so if you don't say it well, she'll support you. I'll let her call me on WhatsApp directly if she wants to add anything. Go ahead, sis.
Vile tunaelewa, kwa wale wenye wanaelewa Kiswahili na wenzetu wale watu konao Kenya na hata nchi zingine wenye tunaongea Kiswahili, wakati huu tunakaribia kupata yale matunda tumeahidiwa, na tukienda kwa back office yetu, kuna mahali ambapo iko na imewekwa X. Tusiguse hiyo X ati kama kucancel ama now I don't know how to put that in Kiswahili, kama kufuta, kwa sababu ukigusa hiyo basi itakuwa wewe ni kama umeachilia kuwa mwanachama wa Onpassive. Gladys, I don't know whether I've said it correctly.
Don't worry, Brenda. We're here every day. And she's listening. I've tried calling her. She's actually busy because she just pressed my phone like, don't call me again. So she's busy. Don't worry. Yeah, she's listening. But we'll keep saying that. We'll repeat it over and over and over again. And
Yes.
of course, everybody will hear, so everything wonderful. And we really appreciate your time. And of course, like our sister parent is saying, God willing, she will love to go all over the world. Of course, I think that's the heart's desire of almost every human being. It's just good to go around and admire God's creation, because every other part of the world is unique and something new to discover. So, Brenda, except, do you have some other last thing to say? Go ahead.
The only I can say is the only excitement that I get from Onpassive is I never thought I would meet somebody like Comfort. It never occurred to me that there could be somebody like Lynn, there could be somebody like, she's Patricia or who, Marty and Redfern and all that group of people. But right now it's like your family. It's like we've known each other for years, yet we haven't even physically met.
Sure.
So that's how good this thing is. So me, I'm so happy, I'm so excited to be a founder. And I really thank God. And I also want to appreciate the Leadership Council for their support. They have really supported us in different ways. Areas where we are not able to, to know how to maneuver things, they were always there for us. So I would really want to say thank you. And also to our CEO, what do I say? He's a true humanitarian person. Not very many people always think about themselves, because we have so many people who are founders of different organizations, but they have always done it on their own. But he thought it was wise to invite and make sure everybody benefits from it. So thank you so much, Comfort.
All right.
You.
Before you go, Brenda, surprise, somebody is here. So go ahead and speak, sis.
Habari Sister Brenda, Sister Comfort na wale wote ambao wanaongea Kiswahili, tafadhali msikhairi wanachama. Means don't cancel your membership. Usikhairi wanachama. Ukienda huko back office, unaweza hata badilisha usome kwa Kiswahili. Huko juu mahali wameandika, enda ubadilishe kutoka Kizungu uweke Kiswahili, utaelewa kila kitu. So tafadhali musikahili wanachama. We all want to succeed. Thank you so much, Sister Comfort.
All right. Thank you, sis. Thanks so much for your support. Thank you.
So good, Gladys.
You have not greeted the family in the house. Say hi to our people before you go.
Oh my.
Hi. Are you talking to me or to Sister Brenda?
Yeah, no, that was Sister Gladys, guys. That's Sister Gladys calling to support our sister Brenda in the house. So she's gone now. She just wanted to add her voice to support Brenda and say thank you for joining us. So thank you to Sister Gladys for calling. Thank you guys for everything. Sister Brenda, I think if you're finished, then we should be saying goodbye to everybody.
I will just say hello to everyone. I can see there is Patricia.
Yes.
There is else. I can only see one name.
Yes, there are many.
And everybody else.
There's so many people, so you cannot call all of them because there are many here. So don't worry about calling them by name. Yeah.
Just hello to all of you and saying it is nice having you. Thank you for having found the time to listen to me. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you for your sacrifice, and we pray that you have a good night, especially that it's already late night your place. So thank you so much, and see you again soon. Thanks, Brenda.
Okay, good night.
Good night. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.